Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
As the court case continues, Heather Pate, one of the two who took a plea deal out of the three arrested for the alleged murder and kidnapping of 27-year-old Roy Jaggers on August 1st of 2021, was brought onto the witness stand to testify. She began with testifying about what led up to the murder, stating she had suspicions that Roy Jaggers had allegedly molested her 4-year-old son. She had these suspicions due to a video she had obtained of Roy Jaggers allegedly walking around the apartment in his underwear with her son present. She tried to ask her son about it, but her son didn't want to answer, also stating he wouldn't even play in his room alone anymore and had to play in her room while she was present.
Later that evening, I went into the bathroom with my son, and when he was done using the bathroom, I asked to look at his and it was bruised and purple and swollen, and I asked him what happened and if anyone hurt him, and I told him that he could tell me, and he said that it was Roy.
Pate went on to state she took video evidence of her son admitting that Roy allegedly hurt him and took photos of the bruises. She then confronted Roy with Kevin Dent, the other out of the three who pleaded guilty, at her apartment. When questioning Roy allegedly stated that her son made him uncomfortable and was flirting with him. This was when Kevin allegedly snapped and proceeded to beat Roy, yelling, "How does a 4-year-old flirt with you?" After copies of photos regarding Roy's beating were presented, Heather admitted to taking said photos. She continued, stating she handcuffed Roy out of fear of Roy attacking her. Afterwards, she testified about how she and Kevin drove out to Pahrump, allegedly planning to leave him in the desert and make him walk home. She continued stating that she allegedly called Brad when they entered Pahrump and that Brad gave them directions. After meeting up with them, she stated they continued to the firing range.
Brad and Kevin pulled Roy out of my car, and Brad shot a gun off around his head, and then they started beating him.
She then said Brad allegedly brought out various tools from his trunk, including a large axe, a long knife, a couple of small axes, and a blowtorch. She stated Brad allegedly hit Roy with the blunt end of the large axe, used the blowtorch on Roy's stomach, back, and privates, and the knife was also used on his privates. Afterwards, they allegedly went to Brad's house. This is when Heather believes he grabbed a shotgun, afterwards going to Cathedral Canyon.
He had Roy stand at the edge of the cliff with the shotgun pointed at him, and he asked him again about hurting my son, and before Roy could answer, he kicked him off the cliff backwards.
And then what happened?
Roy ran, and Brad shot him down.
Heather then spoke of her plea deal, stating she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and first-degree kidnapping.
Do you have an understanding what your possible sentence is?
I do.
And what is that?
The first-degree kidnapping could be a 5 to 15 or a 5 to life, and the second-degree murder can be a 10 to 25 or 10 to life.
Tune in tomorrow to hear another witness's testimony about a call they allegedly received from Brad on the day of the murder.